Today I'm doing part 2 of Star Trek The Next Generation Collector's Edition Monopoly. Now in the first part I showed you all this stuff, the board, everything. And in this one I'm going to show you the manual, ship's manifest, and the guide to alien species. But first, let's take a gander at all the characters. We got Jean-Luc Picard. He's captain. He's a humanoid. He was born July 13th, 2305 in Le Brière, France. We got William Thaddeus Riker, rank commander, humanoid, born April 15, 2335 in Valdez, Alaska. Data, lieutenant commander. He's an android, created constructed in 2338 on the Omicron Delta colony. Then we got Geordi LaForge, Lieutenant Commander, humanoid, born February 18th, 2335 on the African Confederation of Earth. Worf, Lieutenant, species Cleon. He's Cleon, born December 9th, 2340 on Cunos. Then we got Dr. Beverly Crusher, Chief Medical Officer, humanoid, born August 28, 2323, Communica City, Luna. And then we have Dana Troy, Commander, Betazoid, born March 29, 2338, of Motozoid. Then we have Ensign Wesley Crusher, humanoid, born in 2349, doesn't give us exactly his birthday. Interesting. Now, the USS-Enterprise-Ncc-1701-D ship's manifest for Monopoly Star Trek The Next Generation Collector's Edition has this beautiful art of the Enterprise. And it says, the USS Enterprise-Ncc-1701-D ship's manifest is your reference guide to the Starship Enterprise and her crew. It includes background information on each crew member, as well as definitions for the Starfleet orders, the captain's log, the warp core, and replicator systems. 4 of the Starship shuttlecraft, the Starbase, the Romulan Neutral Zone, and the Paulson Nebula. The contents, of course, are you got the Enterprise, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Commander William Thaddeus Riker, Lieutenant Commander Data, Lieutenant Commander Geordi LaForge, Lieutenant Worf, Dr. Beverly Crusher, Commander Dana Troy, Ensign Wesley Crusher, Lieutenant Tarsha Yar, Dr. Catherine Polisky, Chief Miles Edwin O'Brien, Guinan, Warp Core, Replicator, Starcraft Hawking, Magellin, Fryman, and Justman, Starfleet orders, Captain's log, Starbase, Romulan Neutral Zone, and the Paulson Nebula. The USS Enterprise-Ncc-1701-D. The USS Enterprise-Ncc-1701-D is the 5th ship in the United Federation of Planets to bear this name. It is a Galaxy class. Galaxy class, not Constellation class. My bad. Built in 2363 at the Utopian Planetary Fleet Yards. Its overall length is 641 meters with 42 decks, and it carries over 1,000 people aboard, including crew, families, and other personnel. USS Enterprise NC-1701-D is under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard. And here's Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I've already told you his. I'm not going to go over the dates of birth, places of birth, but his parents are Maurice and Yurette Gisard Picard. He has a brother named Robert. He was entered the Starfleet Academy in 2323. His first duty posting was on the USS Stargazer NCC 2893, bridge officer. He was ranked as a lieutenant. During a hostile encounter with alien species, the Stargazer's captain was mortally wounded. Lieutenant Picard took over and ordered a counterattack, saving his ship and crew. Lieutenant Picard received a field promotion of 3 ranks to captain. USS Stargazer Picard remained at the post for approximately 20 years until the near total destruction of the Stargazer by the Ferengi. Captain Picard received a court-martial for the incident, but was exonerated of all charges brought against him. He's currently the captain of the Enterprise. Commander William Titus Riker, aka Number 1. He has... His parents are Cal Riker, and they don't know his mom. He entered Starfleet in 2353. His first duty posting was on the Pegasus, Ncc-1701-D. He was at the helm. He was a lieutenant. The Pegasus disappeared in 2358 under unusual circumstances. His second duty posting was the Potmitkin, Ncc-18253, also a bridge officer. Lieutenant Riker led a successful away team mission to planet Nirvana 4, evacuating a science outpost. He received a field promotion to lieutenant commander. His third duty posting was on the Hood, Ncc-42296, also a bridge officer, but this time as an executive officer, rank as a commander. And his current position is also on the Enterprise as a bridge officer, executive officer, and commander. Actually, that's inaccurate because I believe his current posting is captain of his own ship. If you remember the name of the ship he was captain of, comment down below, because I believe he captains his own ship. Now we have Lieutenant Commander Data. His creator was Dr. Noonin Soong, cybernetics. He has a brother, Lord. He entered Starfleet Academy on 2341. His first duty posting was on the Tristy, NCC 37124, as a bridge officer. As a lieutenant, Data, a humanoid android capable of performing various duties, was created by Dr. Newland Song at the colony of Omicron Trelta. Data in 2335. Data's homeworld was destroyed by the crystalline interlink. Lore's Data's older brother was blamed for the destruction of the colony as he had been in contact with the entity prior to the attack. Data was abandoned on Omicron. Data by Dr. Soong in 2338. A landing party from the USS Tripoli Ncc-19386 discovered the android Data, and brought him to Starfleet. Data joined Starfleet Academy in 2341. His current position is... it's saying, at the time of this book, it's saying his current position is bridge officer, lieutenant commander. But it might be a captain of the Enterprise. We'll have to see how the new Picard TV show pulls up. And we have Lieutenant Commander George LaForge. He could also be the captain, by the way. His parents are Dr. Edward M. and Captain Silver LaForge. He entered Starfleet Academy in 2553. His first duty posting was a shuttle pilot on Jovian Run between Jupiter and Saturn. He was ranked as an ensign. George LaForge was born without sight and wore a device called a visor, the visual instrument and sensory organ. The visor allowed him to see images with greater clarity and allowed him the ability to read sensory information. In 2364, Picard requested that Ensign LaForge transfer to the Enterprise. Gordy impressed Captain Picard by correcting inefficiency in shuttle's engines. His second posting was on the Victory, NCC-9754, also an ensign. On an away team mission to Terracrana 3, LaForge was infected with alien DNA. His current position is the bridge officer, or the flight controller, on the Enterprise. He was promoted to lieutenant commander in 2366. His new assignment was chief of engineering. Then we got Lieutenant Worf, which later becomes a lieutenant commander and also has his own, becomes captain of his own ship too. He was born on the Klingon homeworld of Quinalis. His biological father is Mog. His adoptive parents are Sergei and Helena Rosenko. His brothers are Kern, biological, Nikolai, adoptive, and he has a child named Alexander Rosenko, born in 2366. He also has a wife, which they forgot to mention. He entered Starfleet Academy in 2358. First duty posting is on the was, of course, his very first duty posting was, oddly enough, the Enterprise. As a bridge officer in flight control. He was ranked at that time Lieutenant Junior grade. He eventually became Lieutenant Commander, and he got switched to Chief of Security. Lieutenant Worf's parents were believed to have been killed in a massacre at Kintamer. He was rescued by Sergei Rosenko and later adopted by the Rosenko family and raised on Earth. Worf was the first Klingon to enter Starfleet. He was promoted to full lieutenant in 2364. After the death of Lieutenant Natasha Yar, Chief of Security, his current duty assignment was Chief of Security. Then we have Dr. Beverly Crusher. We don't know her parents. Wow. Okay. She was married in 2348 to Lieutenant Commander Jack Crusher, who is deceased, and has a child, Wesley Crusher, was born in 2349. She entered Starfleet Medical School in 2342. Her first duty posting was on the internship on planet Delos 4 in 2352. During Dr. Crusher's duty posting on Delos 4, husband Jack Crusher was killed on an away team mission while assigned to the Stargazer. Her current position is a physician on the Enterprise and the chief medical officer. Dr. Crusher accepted a temporary duty assignment in 2365 to head Starfleet Medical. She returned to the Enterprise in 2366. Then we have Commander Dana Troy. She's a Betazoid. Her parents are Aaron Andrew and Luxrama Troy. She has a sister named Krista, who is dead, and a child named Ian Andrew, which is also dead. Both died 2336 and 2365. She entered Starfleet Academy in 2355. Her current posting is the Enterprise. She is a bridge officer, she is the ship's counselor, and she is a commander. Dana Troy studied psychology at the University of Betazoid prior to joining Starfleet. Although Diana was only half Betazoid, her empathetic observation assisted crew on the USS Enterprise. On many occasions, she has had the ability to read emotions in people that others wouldn't have noticed. Stardate 47611. After passing the bridge officer examination, he was promoted to the rank of full commander. Then we have Ensign Wesley Crusher. Born in 2349. On the Starfleet Medical Facility on Earth. His parents are Lieutenant Commander Jack, deceased, and Dr. Beverly Crusher. He entered the Starfleet Academy in 2367 on board the Enterprise, technically. Wesley Crusher's father died during an away team mission while outside the USS Stargazer under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard in 2354. Wesley lived aboard the USS Enterprise with his mom, Dr. Beverly Crusher. When Wesley's quick action helped save the Enterprise, he was promoted to acting ensign. Crusher was a member of Nova Squadron while at Starfleet Academy. A reprimand was issued after a student was killed in an accident involving Wesley Crusher, and as a result, he repeated an entire year of training. He resigned commission in 2370. Then we got Lieutenant Natasha Yar, who died. She was born in 2337. I think she popped Data's cherry because I think he lost his virginity to her, by the way. Place of birth was Tarkana 4. Deceased in 2364. Unknown parents. Sisters. She had a sister named Ashira. She entered the academy in 2352. Her first duty posting was a shuttle pilot as an ensign. Yar impressed Captain Jean-Luc Picard and was subsequently assigned to the Enterprise in 2364. Her final posting, where she died, was the Chief of Security, a bridge officer, a lieutenant on the Enterprise. Excuse me. Lieutenant Nar's parents were killed when Tasha was age 5 and living on Takana 4. Tasha raised her younger sister Ashira until age 15. When she joined Starfleet Academy, Lieutenant Yar was killed during a rescue mission to planet Vega 2 by a creature known as Artemis in 2364. Wow, indoctrinating kids really young. Dr. Catherine Poliski. Date of birth, place of birth, parents, and the date she entered Starfleet Academy are unknown. Really. She's currently on the Enterprise as a physician and a chief medical officer. How can you have two chief medical officers? Is she junior chief or senior chief? Dr. Poliski joined the crew of the Enterprise in 2365 from the Repulse, due to the temporary duty posting of Dr. Beverly Crusher to Starfleet Medical. Basically, she was someone to put on the show till they got the actress who played Crusher back. Then we have Chief Miles Edward O'Brien, who eventually he moved on to the Babylon 5. Yeah, he moved on to Babylon 5. No, Deep Space Nine. Close enough. As Chief of Security, nonetheless. He was born in 2328 in Dublin, Ireland of Earth. His parents is Michael O'Brien, mother unknown. He was married to Kelko and had a child named Molly, which was born in 2368. He was married in Stardate 44039. Oh, he entered the Starfleet Academy in 2343. His first duty posting was on the Roofledge Ncc-1701-D. Rank at the time was unknown. That's weird. Miles participated in a successful rescue mission to planet Static 3, or Setlik 3, saving several lives. He also prevented 13 Starfleet personnel, including himself, from becoming Cardassian prisoners of war. He was promoted to tactical officer aboard the Rutledge. He is now a chief of engineering, I believe, on the Enterprise. O'Brien was originally assigned to helm duty, but was then transferred to transporter duty. But later, then again, transported to engineering, and then somehow transported to Deep Space Nine as security. Okay. Then we have Gunnan, which isn't really a crew member exactly. Not exactly. She was born in the 19th century of Earth time. Her place of birth is unknown. Her parents are unknown, and her species is L. Ornin, and it's a humanoid species. But we do have a glimpse as when they learn about the Borg, Gannon seems to know about them, which is weird. Because it seems to indicate that she used to be from a planet that was conquered by the Borg a long time ago. And that's why we're saying she was in the 19th century of Earth. Somehow she managed to escape the Borg. Very interesting. Crew position. Posting. She's on the Enterprise. She's a bartender in the 10 Forward Lounge. She's not exactly a member of the crew. Because she's not a member of Starfleet. It was believed that Guinan was about 500 years old. Much of her past remained a mystery, other than the fact that her species were nearly wiped out by the Borg in the 23rd century. Late 20th. To escape the Borg invasion of her homeworld in 2293, Guinan took refuge on the USS Lacole. Guinan joined the USS Enterprise from the planet Nestrol 3 on stardate 420731.7.1. We have the Warp Core. The Warp Core powered Federation starships. The Warp Core contained the warp drive system that utilized the matter-antimatter conversion system. The system was controlled by use of the lithium crystals. Galaxy-class starships capable of traveling up to warp 9.6 for up to 12 hours. Then we have the Replicator. The process of replication utilized transport technology to dematerialize and rematerialize objects. Replicators on board starships were primarily used for food replication. Gold-pressed platinum, however, could not be replicated. Then we had the Starcraft Hawking. It was in the episode The Host, stardate 44821.3. There were several types of shuttlecraft assigned to starships. The Type 6 personnel shuttlecraft was the most commonly used for away team measures, as the shuttlecraft carried from 1 to 6 persons comfortably. Assigned to the Enterprise in 2367, the Hawking transported a Tellurian ambassador named Odin to medicate a peace conference between the Alpha and Beta moons. On planet Polarizal, the flight was aborted due to an attack that wounded the ambassador. Then we have the Magellan. Was starred in episode Dharma for stardate 45047.2 and Outcast 45614.6. Assigned to the USS Enterprise as vehicle number 15 in 2368, Lieutenant Worf plotted the Magellan on an unsuccessful mission to the planet L. Ardrey 5 to rescue Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Again in 2368, the Magellan was called upon to rescue the Janor shuttlecraft Taurus Marne. The shuttlecraft Magellan was destroyed during this mission. Oh yeah, fun fact. If you want little pieces of these and these figures and like ships, depending on the 5 different series they had, pick up a Star Trek Risk game, because each faction has little one army pieces that look like these little shuttlecraft. Then we had the shuttlecraft Fanon. Episode was in Chain of Command, stardate 46357.4. Signed to USS Enterprise. Shuttlecraft Fanon was piloted by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Lieutenant Worf, and Dr. Beverly Crusher on a secret mission to planet Tormund 5. Then we have the shuttlecraft Jessamine, which was in the episode Suspicious, stardate 46830.1. Signed to USS Enterprise as vehicle number 3 in 2369. The Jessamine was fitted with a metaphysical shield emitter to test new technology developed by Dr. Ranga. Then we have Starfleet Orders. Starfleet Orders are instructions issued by Starfleet Command. Starfleet Command is located on the planet Earth and San Francisco. Why San Francisco? Because I believe that was Gene Roddenberry's hometown where he was a police officer. That's the only reason I could think of why San Francisco. Starfleet Command. The United Federation plants assigned Starfleet Command authority over defense, scientific, and space explanation. And I have to pause this and answer. Then we also have Captain's Logs. Captain's Log, supplemental. The Captain's Log is the official record of all missions assigned to all ships, to any ship. This log is kept by the commanding officer of all starships. The log contains supplemental entries as the mission progresses. Captain's Log, supplemental. Then we have starbases. Starbases, which you can find pieces to starbases in Star Trek Catan. Starbases include bases located on planet surfaces and bases orbiting around planets. There are over 500 such stations in Federation territories. Types of starbases include supply post, scientific, command, and strategic. Then we have the Romulan Neutral Zone. It's kind of like the DMZ between North and South Korea. Romulan Neutral Zone. Established in 2160, the Romulan Neutral Zone divided the Federation from the Romulan Empire. It measured approximately 1 light year across and was considered to be a no man's land. Any entry into the Neutral Zone constituted as an act of war. Even though people broke the rules all the time. Anyway, Paulson Nebula. A Paulson Nebula was a celestial body of cloud-like appearance and vast extent. It was comprised of gaseous stellar matter and various degrees of density. The Paulson Nebula was rich in lithium hydroxyls crystals, magnesium and chromium material that cause interference with sensor functions. And they used the lithium crystals to power their ships. In my next video, I will do the alien species identification guide. Remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Jesus loves you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification if you don't want to miss a thing. Jesus loves you. Jesus is God. And have a great day. And that was the ship manifest from Star Trek Next Generation Collector's Edition's Monopoly game. Laters.